You'd like to hear a new story? Oh, very well. Where shall we begin? A high vitality will increase the bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat in battle. Rhythm allows the bard to play magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures. The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. Allows the bard to equip and use two-handed weapons. Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other. Allows the bard to equip and use two-handed weapons. Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other. Allows the bard to equip and use a flail. The bard will automatically bash with his shield after blocking, stunning his enemy. A powerful ranged shot, which passes through its target, used with a ranged skill. Gives the bard a chance to score a critical hit on his enemies, inflicting additional damage. Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other. Allows the bard to equip and use a flail. The bard will automatically bash with his shield after blocking, stunning his enemy. A powerful ranged shot, which passes through its target, used with a ranged skill. It had come to this at last. One man, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bondservants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star.
Mistake in coming here.
But to know where he is, we need to know where he is from. And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere. And not that long ago. A simple man he was, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue, an eye for the lasses, and a talent for keeping one step ahead of the law, come to Houghton to play his tunes and make his way. He found himself standing outside the Drunken Rat, a public house owned by the widow Mary McCrary. The bard readied his instrument and prepared to ply his trade.
You drunken louts! Get off your backsides and kill it!
I'll save you, fair damsel.
Ah, what a strapping man you are, to be saving me from that wee beastie.
I happened to be wandering by when I heard your cries over the rumbling of my empty belly. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, but aren't you the sweet one for asking? Say, I've an idea. If you'd be willing to do a little job for me, I'd give you a good meal and a warm place to lay your head for the night.
I'd be only too happy to handle anything you'd like to heave my way.
Then it's a deal, for it's a wee rat problem I've got in me cellars, and if you could do away with them, I'd be ever so thankful.
Rats, you say? In the cellar? How cliché of you, love. But I'll forgive you this once.
You'll need a bigger sword than what you've got, in case you run into trouble.
Oh, and my sword is quite big enough to handle any troubles you might have.
smoking rat, the aching drum, and Trody's pub as well. One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell.
So all you lads and lasses, at 11 o'clock you stop for 5 short seconds. Remember Charlie Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he must have been an admiral, sultan, or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 till beer, beer, beer.
And then a malt, a bushel of hooks, you steal around with your stick. The kind of lubrication to make your engines tick.
20 pence a wallop a day will keep away the quacks. It's only 8 pence halfpenny and only 6 in tax.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey! Must have been an admiral, a sultan, or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 beer. The Lord bless Charlie Moss.
What are you, a man or a mouse? Get down there and Mary may have a go with you. You wouldn't want to be the only man in town she hasn't had a go with, would you?
Hey, I understand your hesitation, stranger. There isn't enough ale in this town to get me to go down there. Then again, I'm a cowering sort.
That rat is not going to kill itself. Get down there and earn a meal for once.
Well, for someone who says he's not afraid of rats, you sure are procrastinating. If you are afraid, you can tell me. I won't have any interest in speaking with you any further, but you can tell me.
And then the bard looted the chest which contained the widow's most precious... Wait a minute. Did I read that properly? You're stealing from her?
I wouldn't call it stealing, exactly. I mean, people leave all kinds of things in chests, and they never seem to object when I help myself. Think of it as a public service. I mean, who knows how cluttered these chests might become if I didn't do my part to help clean them out.
In hindsight, I'm surprised it took the bard this long to get his hands on Mary's chest.
Ooh, that was painful. Quest complete.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who has bravely made the cellars once again safe for buxom barmaids and wanton widows. Or has he? The bard, finding himself wreathed in flame, dashed up the stairs towards the safety of the tavern.
Nicely done. Or is that well done?
Not well done. More like medium rare.
Now we'll have another go at him with this.
You better hope I've cooled off when I return, or you're next. Who the hell are you? How'd you get down here?
Look here, laddie, don't be concerning yourself with such things right now. I'm here to help you with your rat problem. Any brute can swing a sword. If you really want to slay that hairy beastie, try playing this tune on that lute of yours.
Go on, clear off out of it. I've no use for you.
I'm not offering to go with you, laddie. I'm offering you a bit of song and magic that'll bring you back in one piece.
Great. So now the rat gets dinner and a show. If it's so bloody powerful, use it yourself and save me the trouble.
Would that I could. But I'm not a man of action like yourself. So do yourself a favour and take a little charity when it's offered, my boy.
Done. Show me what you got.
Before you head down there and face that huge rat, I'd like to be sure that you know your business. Would you like me to teach you a few wee things that'll help you get the best of any foes you might encounter?
Come again?
Before you head down there and face that huge rat, I'd like to be sure that you know your business.
I know what I'm doing, old man. I've no need for advice from the likes of you. Next. Charge!
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who's bravely made the cellars...
How about you tell the story and leave the sarcastic patronising to me, okay?
Run away again, did ya? Go back to where you came from and leave the fighting to those who've got the guts for it.
I've plenty of guts, milady, which is why you needn't trouble yourself about that rat any longer.
You mean it's dead? Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
'Twas the least I could do for a damsel in distress. Now, how about that meal?
Why don't you wait while I fix you some leftovers? Oh, and your room in the back is almost ready.
Having spent a lonely night in a somewhat uncomfortable and shabby bed, the bard awoke the next morning in a foul humour.
You should go speak with that strange friend of yours. He was starting to scare away my regular customers. I had to chase him out.
Yeah, so you killed a rat. What do you want, a medal?
Long time ago, way back in history, when all there was to drink was nothing but atrocity, along came a man by the name of Charlie Watts, and he invented a wonderful drink and he made it out of hops. He must have been the man of the Sultan or a king. Down to his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Watts, the man who invented beer.
The drunken rat that aching drum and throw his pub as will. One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell.
So all you lads and lasses at 11 o'clock you stop for 5 short seconds. Remember Charlie Watts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he must have been an admiral, a sultan or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Watts, the man who invented beer.
There a moat, a bushel of hoops, you steal around with your stick. The kind of lubrication to make your engines tick.
30 pints of Walpathy will keep away the quacks. It's only 8 pence halfpenny and only 6 in tax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Must have been the admiral, the sultan or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Watts, the man who invented beer. The Lord bless Charlie Watts.
Very impressive, young man. I wish I had the guts to stand up to the wife the way you stood up to that rat. But of course, she's a bit more vicious. Hey, can't...
You killed it. You killed it. The fire-breathing rat in the cellar was the best practical joke we had. Now what are we supposed to do to entertain ourselves?
Ooh, your little friend's giving me quite a charge. Bring him round again sometime, won't ya?
What did I tell you, lad? You hooked him and cooked him.
Thanks to that song you gave me.
You're welcome, boyo. And should you be looking for another one like it, find the trow in the fairy haunt woods. But keep your wits about you. They're devilish clever, the trow. With magic by the pound, and not a single scrap of honesty.
Sounds a little dangerous to me. I don't care much for trow. I think I'll pass.
Come now, boyo, what's a little danger when compared to power? Didn't that little trick I showed you help you get in good with the widow McCrary? If it's a skin you're worried about,
Have a wee trinket here that'll keep you safe from harm.
This amulet was made by a powerful sorceress. It can summon her spirit to heal your wounds in battle. You'll need adder stones to provide the necessary mystical power. If you like, you can even use multiple stones for even greater effect. Dear laddie, try it out.
Who is she? She's beautiful. I'll take the amulet, old man. And, what were you saying about a trail?
Find him in the Fairy Haunt Woods. Bannerfeet be his name. He can teach you magic enough to impress any lass.
You've come looking for my Bogan, haven't you? Of course you have. But it's gone he is, for he's the one, the chosen one, who free the fair princess from cruel bondage. And what do ye suppose that means to a poor old woman like me? Why, everything, that's what. For he's promised to come back, my Ogan, and take me away from this awful place and give me a proper house with glass in the windows, floors of wood, and a larder so full we'll never know hunger again. So, when you see him, tell him his mother loves him.
Hey, this forest is a great place to hunt. It's teeming with grouse. If you haven't got a bow, you should get yourself one and try your hands at hunting.
The bard, having slain the random wolf, found that it had digested not only the contents of a small treasury, but also various household goods. Well, wait, am I reading that correctly? This can't be right.
You'd be surprised. I find all kinds of things inside these beasties. Did I ever tell you about the time I killed this rat and out popped an entire chest?
Well, I'm just going to skip those passages in the future.
What? That's a major source of income. You cheap, good-for-nothing horses.
And so the bard continued on his journey. The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
Well now, who have we here, eh? You must be the fella who's been chasing all over, putting the touch on the locals with that shocking beast of yours.
You must be Bannerfeet. I've been sent here about a tune you might be willing to part with.
Now it just so happens that I don't know a wee song, and if you do me a little favour, I might be willing to part with it.
All right, let's hear this favour then.
I've got a friend in the forest jail by the name of Kettle Swart. Spring him free for me and you'll get your song. You don't have to worry about any guards at the jail. They've been chased off by the Kunal Trow. I can't help you with their patrols, but you can get through the door with only a password. You'll need to say Fiddlesnaff to the Kunal Trow guarding the door to be let in. So, just get him out and then come back here and I'll teach you some magic. Fair enough?
Done. Just have that song for me when I get back. I'm no man's errand boy.
To show my goodwill, I've even opened up a quick way back to town for you. It's right over there.
Pardon me.
Be careful, young sir. There is a ferocious bugbear on the loose. Grrr! I'd best leave be if I were you. I mean, you'd best leave if you were you. Oh, you know what I mean. You should leave Houghton and ne'er come back.
Don't worry, old man. If I was you, then there'd be 2 rambling idiots in this brock. Wait, if I were you, there'd only be 1 rambling idiot in this... No, wait, if I were... No, oh, all right, never mind. Either way, I'm not planning on moving in here. I'll be gone soon enough.
Hello, traveller. Could I interest you in any of my finely crafted barrels? I have many models to choose from, all displayed attractively right outside my shop.
Let me think. Now,
What are you doing? Stop that right now. Why are you breaking my barrels?
sorry, but breaking barrels is one of my hobbies.
Well, I can't have you breaking those barrels. I haven't sold them yet. I could, however, offer you some incentive to practice your hobby elsewhere.
Incentive? Now you're speaking my language. What do you have in mind?
The more broken barrels in the world, the more people need to buy my new ones. You just practice your hobby, and I'll pay you a bounty for every barrel you break.
Sounds too easy. What's the catch?
No catch. Just keep smashing barrels and I'll start setting aside silver for you for every new barrel I sell to replace the ones you've broken. Come back here any time and I'll make good on my promise.
Well, I don't know if I trust you, but since I plan on smashing barrels anyways, it doesn't matter now, does it? You got a deal.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Kirk of Houghton, young man. We can lay our hands for a healing and blessing, should you feel inclined to make a small donation.
Here you are.
Blessings upon you.
where the Finn folk.
Pardon me.
Sorry.
Well now, you must be the bard that everyone's been talking about, the fellow with the spider made of lightning. It's honoured I am to have you in my shop, sir, and happy to facilitate all your arms and armament needs. Swords, bows or armour, everything here is first rate and for sale. Terms of cash in advance, in full, all sales final with no letters of credit, layaways or IOUs. We do have a buyback policy. If you buy it, don't bring it back. Haha. So look over what you want and I'll be happy to cover the finer points of any item I have in stock. But remember the golden rule, you break it, you buy it.
Let's talk about close quarters combat.
This is where we have our close combat weaponry. When you're battling a foe up close and personal, you don't want to skimp on your instrument of battle. In most cases, not the best man, but the best weapon walks away to tell the tale.
Not interested. Let's have a look at your armour then.
It's a fact. A warrior's only as tough as his weakest armour. Plenty of folks have bought the cheap stuff, but none of them have been repeat customers if you take...
Nah, not worth my time. I'd like to see your bows.
If you ask me, there's no better place to battle a deadly foe than from a...
Interesting.
You're looking to drop them from a distance? That's a longbow. These are the finest kiln-dried white ash bows from the weapon shops of Kirkwall, the choice of Sylvan Assassin.
Get off your hands.
Excellent choice, my friend, for the...
Heard it already. I don't know how to do that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Don't go near Sheriff Rookie's jail. It's been run over with Colonel Trow.
What do you want? If you're a thief, you'll get nothing from me, for I've only these old bones and a heavy heart.
Sorry, Grandad. I didn't expect to find you here, or frighten you when I did. I'm only looking out for a bit of silver to line my pockets.
Of course you are, young sir, and I happen to know how you might find some. For it's a cruel bugbear that's been keeping the farmers from observing their rituals. And us farmers have to perform our rituals at the Houghton Cairn. Without 'em, the crops won't grow and the weans go hungry.
I know what it means to be hungry, and worse it is for a child. So, a fair price for a fair piece of work, and it's a bargain.
Ah, bless you, my boy. I knew you for a game lad the moment I saw you. As for the bugbear, you'll find him in the cairn. When you're done with him, come back here and we'll pay you what we can.
Next.
Well, I can't do that. Yet.
Sorry, out of room.
No, I can't do that. Yet. I don't know how to do that.
Please don't kill me, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Oh, I'm bleeding. I think you broke my arm. Ah, is that a tooth? I just spit out a tooth. Oh, not another tooth. Oh, look at me. Look at me. No, don't look at me. Oh, hell. Do what you want. I don't care. Go ahead and look. I'm not a bugbear. I'm just a dirty old bastard running around in a smelly old rug with a bucket for a head. Go ahead. Take all my silver. I don't need it anyway. I was saving it all up for a date with the widow McCleary until she found out I'm still living with me mother. Now she won't even speak to me. You know what else? I'm 42 and still a virgin. How pathetic is that? Ah, just kill me, please. Just get it over with.
You're just pathetic.
Thank goodness the heroic bard was present to stop that horrible bugbear from looting the tomb of all its precious treasures.
Oh, just leave me alone. Just take the silver and go. Oh, just leave me alone. Just take the silver and go.
A blessing on your head and all your tasks, young fella. We should have figured it was old Vintners pulling that stunt. We passed the hat and collected all the silver we could. Here's some pieces for all your troubles. Take 'em and be well.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
I could use a new melee weapon.
This is where we have our close combat weaponry. When you're battling a foe up close...
I'm intrigued.
Like to do some fancy dual weapon fighting, then you've got to have a dirk. This one comes straight from Finstown.
Fire.
Very good, fine, sir. I'm not a fighting man, but having an extra weapon to...
Let's have a look at your armour then.
It's a fact. A warrior's only as tough as his weakest armour. Plenty of folk...
Next.
What are you doing here when Kettle's still in jail? Off with you!
Hey, this forest is a great place to hunt. It's teeming with grouse. If you haven't got a bow, you should get yourself one and try your hands at hunting.